Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're on the Boxster 986. It's having trouble with the roof, so let's investigate. Okay, so what's happening is, when we are trying to put the roof down, all we're getting is a clicking noise. And if we look down at the back, we've already stripped the interior out. One of these cables, not that you can see it, one of the cables is trying and the other one doesn't appear to be trying. So what we're going to do, on either side there's a little motor, so we're going to put the roof into service mode and we're going to have a little look at the motors and the cables and see what's going on. Okay, so in order to get access to everything, first and foremost we need to move the seats forward, all the way forward, which I'll shift this forward in a second, and move the coat. Once we've done that, there is, if you let me get a light source, a little 8mm just there. Get that to focus. That needs removing, and then this panel comes out. It goes up and out. So let's get on with that first before we do anything else. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is pop this little clip off. This is the actual movement ram that moves the clamshell. So we'll pop that off. That loosens up the clamshell. We'll do that on both sides, but you know, don't drop it. So once that's off, you can then push that backwards and out, and it comes off at the bottom and comes out of the car. Okay, so once you've taken both the left and right off, you can lift the clamshell up, and then you can put a pin in this hole just over here, pin of some description, and that will make sure that the clamshell doesn't fall down on you. So, happy with that. Right, so now that the clamshell is in service position, the back of the roof needs to go up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pop off that white ball joint just there, there we go, and that gives us access to this cog here behind the plate. That just takes all the tension off, and again we'll do it on both sides, but you don't see that, but that gives us access to everything behind this plate. So let's have a look and see what's going on there. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to check both micro switches. So we need to drive the mechanism so it's off both micro switches. So we've got one at the back that tells the system that the clamshell is closed, and we've also got one in the passenger side, UK anyway, B pillar. That's just this one here. So we need to drive it so that it's off the switches. So what we suspect has happened is the cable that drives this motor, which drives a cog in here, and what we suspect has happened is that the cog has overrun and it's come away from the motor, so it's actually spinning nothing. So let's open this cover and have a look. Okay, so this wasn't the problem. This is on tight. We've seen these before where they just flop around and they're doing nothing. So the next job is we're going to undo this motor and see what's going on in there. See what mechanically is going on in there, because when you, through this little hole here, when you actually drive the motor, you can see this spinning. So let's open it up and have a look, see what's going on.
11 minutes later.
So we've had a change of plan. We're not going to take this apart. So I apologise for wasting your time with that one. What we're going to do, we're going to drive the mechanism so that this cog comes free. Same on that side. So we're going to dismantle that as well. We're going to do that off camera, you don't need to see that. It's exactly the same procedure. And we're going to line both sides up at the same time and drive these on 2 teeth so that they are equal and under same tension on both sides, and then try and run the system again. So off camera we're going to take this one apart and do the same, get it into this position and then run it so it's off the cam, and then start again. Yep, go.
Right, that's in the fully closed position now. So
Yeah, that's off now.
what, the cog's off?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Same for this side.
Okay, so we've now discovered that it's a alignment issue. So what's happening is this one is completely free floating and the other side was here. So this part was up in here. So it was about half a rotation out completely. So what we've done is we've driven the system so that both sides look like this now. So we're going to hold those in there. We're going to drive the system on. So that we rotate that through 180 degrees on both sides and they're both in then. So it's not going anywhere and we can reassemble the system and test the roof. Okay, so we've got everything assembled. There's a witness mark in the casting there, and we've lined everything up with that. Okay, so everything is lovely and in line. What we're going to do now is remount these into here, and we're going to drive it half a turn just to make sure that everything then synchronizes. Once that's done, we'll have a look at the micro switches on both sides, make sure those are set correctly, and if it is correct, we'll torque it all down. If it's not correct, we'll readjust and try again until it is correct and then torque it all down. Okay, so the system has been rebuilt and this side is under tension, and that is cool. So if we can now have a look at the other side, I'll torch down there so we can see. We can see that this one is not under tension. Look. So what we're going to do is undo that bolt, slide these two pieces together, tighten it up so they're both under the same tension, and then we will rebuild and test run the system. Right, so the diagnosis is then, this limit switch that tells the computer that the clamshell is closed is kaput, it's done. So we need a new limit switch, and that is causing the motors on either side on the gears to overrun and come off when we press the roof button. So that's it for now. The roof does go up and down. It is staying up for now. The weather's turning, so it is going to stay up for now until we get a new switch. When we get a new switch, we'll fit the new switch, and then that will be everything. So So that was done for now, the best that we can, given the fact that we don't have the limit switch for the motor on the clamshell. Because what that motor does, it's two cogs that spin inside the motor that drive the drive cables that turn the cogs on the side of the vehicle that we saw earlier, and that's the thing that actually moves the actuator arms and moves the clamshell up and down and the roof back and forward. We don't have one of those yet. They are on order, with it being a Porsche part. It comes with a Porsche price tag, so great. But that's what you get for getting a premium brand 2-seat sports car. Worth the money. But you know what to do in the meantime then. Usual YouTubey good stuff. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, share it with all your friends. If you got any benefit out of this, you can buy me a coffee. If you don't want to do that, you can at least help me out somehow by subscribing to the channel, liking the video. Maybe go ahead and follow me on Instagram there. Down on the bottom of the screen, and also while you're on Instagram and the internet things, go and show some love to my sponsors. So we've got TSA Performance first and foremost. They do a lot of work for your 1KR engines, not relevant for this video, but they're a good sponsor. We also have Form 7 Performance. They have got loads of bits and pieces for the 986 Boxster. Any part for any car basically. Discount code on the screen as well. Go show them some love. Go and get some upgraded parts for your car. We also have X8R. They have some Porsche stuff. They're a good sponsor of the channel. If you're going to buy anything, use the discount code on the screen. They have loads of stuff. Premium cars, non-premium cars, whatever you want. Go and have a look. We also have Mishimoto. We need to get in touch with us because we need some new cooling radiators for this 986, because the ones that we've got on there at the moment, although are good, are looking like they're going to soon reach the end of their life. So we'll get in touch with those, cooled by Mishimoto. And also Blossom Automotive. They do livery packs and things like that. They did it for my wife's Mark II Citroen C1, and it looks really good. So you know what to do. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Do something to show the algorithm that the channel's doing really well. And make sure you ring the bell, get notified next time I drop a video. I'll see you then.